I still think that little exchange we had on the last podcast about weed was like the funniest thing in the
I
world.
haven't even gotten to that part, and I'm already 45 minutes in.
It's so fucking funny.
I
The
was just
way
going through trying to find like a phrase to use as the. I fucked up his face. I was just trying to go through and try to find a phrase to use as like the thumbnail, and then I was like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna use Willem Dafoe. Why not?
like fucking
Why not?
you set that shit up perfectly.
I don't remember why I did that. It was really stupid.
I don't understand, Claire. Are you having a salad? Like,
That was lettuce.
I don't get it.
It was the stupidest thing I've ever done ever.
It's so fucking dumb, but it works. This is a gross picture of Willem Dafoe.
I tried to find the grossest picture possible.
You should just make his lips like dark brown.
Or like red.
Or make him wear clown makeup.
I put cotton makeup on Willem Dafoe, but I keep all of his wrinkles.
Yeah,
Art is such a great medium, Claire. You can do anything with art.
Even the things you probably shouldn't.
Even things you really shouldn't. Especially the things you really shouldn't.
Willem Dafoe's just a big guy in general. Especially his dick. Did you like the joke I made about that when you were like, Willem Dafoe is on my bed? And I was like, but I knew it couldn't be the real Willem Dafoe because his penis was much too large.
I just like that entire story was just weird.
Yeah.
What was the theme you wanted to choose? Horror?
Yeah. I was hoping we could come up with something actually like spooky sounding, but then Willem Dafoe.
Oh, who brought up Willem Dafoe? Was it you or me?
It was definitely you.
Oh man. You sure? It could have been you.
No, I don't think about Willem Dafoe ever.
I think about him every day.
Every day of my life. Every day I think that could have been me.
I could have been in The Last Temptation of Christ.
We could call the episode Defriend or Defoe.
It's so stupid.
Right? Ugh.
I want him to be on the show if we ever get popular. After Andrew WK and after Childish Gambino, I want him on the show.
Defriends and Defoes.
It would be the greatest thing on the planet.
Man, if we talked more about like how we met and shit, then that would be a perfect title. Just call it like Defriends and Defoes.
We could do it now. This is basically a pseudo podcast, dude.
I don't know, like, what are you gonna do? Just like stick this onto the end of that one?
No, this is gonna be a separate video, the making of the thumbnail.
Ugh. A speed paint. It's like a speed paint, but shitty.
I know, right? I'm just doing the canvas work. It's gonna look a lot better later.
I think it's I don't know. I think the quality of the thumbnails helps with the video because it lowers the bar for the whole thing.
Shut up, I'm trying.
Wow. I mean, recording while someone came over probably wasn't the smartest idea in the world,
It'll be
but...
fine. I can. Well, the thing is that I had to do the same thing for your stupid ass audio. There's so much white noise. Which, okay, granted, I'm not expecting perfection here, but like it was really bad. I had to add a noise gate. That's how bad yours was.
You're gonna be like, Claire, I can't use this audio. I'm gonna be like, one sec, I know what I can do. And I'm gonna send it back to you with an underwater filter over it. Just like, sorry, the water got really high. You're just like, Claire.
I will never understand.
What? Just like, in general?
No, it's
or?
really, really... I'm not joking, it was really bad.
I mean, I probably just had the gain up too high and the fan on in the background.
You have to do so much weird merge work. This is kind of annoying.
The old fucking Animorph covers were the fucking worst. They were scary.
Horrifying.
I always laughed my ass off at one of them where a kid turns into like a weird alien from the book. And I thought it was the funniest shit in the world because there's like a tiger, there's like a lizard, and a horse. And then there's just fucking this shit. I'm gonna send it to you so you can see it in person.
Draw the contours of Willem Dafoe's ears.
I think this will help you. I think this will give you the inspiration
I don't
you need.
think that's true. I think that is a lie what you just said.
Oh, go ahead, open it up. I just sent it to you. I'm sure you'll,
What is that? Dude.
My favorite thing is like the Animorph memes. Where you'll have like Donald Trump turning into a clam. Or like Jerry Seinfeld turning into the bee from Bee Movie. Or this one where... This one where it's fucking Guy Fieri and he's turning into like a big ass hoagie.
A thing of salt and pepper.
Oh, the name of it is The Dive.
Do I just pixelate it to blur it? Or I could do a Gaussian blur, I suppose. Or a motion blur.
I made a kiss from a rose. You just want an ego raptor turning into an actual raptor? Fucking Christ.
Did I tell you the time that I left my computer on to that stupid Kiss from a Rose song for like 3 days?
No.
If you go to my iTunes library, I'm not even going to show you my iTunes library, like not on camera or whatever, but if you go through all my music, there's like 20, 30 plays each song, right? And then Kiss from a Rose is like 60,000.
Jesus.
No reason.
I don't like other songs.
I did it by accident, by the way. I think I went away on vacation and I came back and it was
Fucking me.
How do I blur this? I feel like I'm stupid.
The idea of seeing a badly drawn, blurred out Willem Dafoe in the distance is terrifying.
I want this to be unsettling to look at. That's all I want in life.
Jesus.
What, you don't?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna answer that.
I feel like I'm a terrible artist because I'm just not used to this.
I don't know, I mean, the fact of the matter is that being good at traditional art isn't exactly the same thing as being good at digital art. Like, I know a lot of people
That looks a lot worse. Yes!
I know a lot of people who started off on traditional and then moved on to digital, and so they're just, like, amazing at both of them. Like, that's how my boyfriend is. He can draw stuff on pencil and paper, or he can draw online. Either way, it looks really good. But it isn't the easiest thing in the world to start off with traditional art and then move on to digital, because there's a lot of different little quirks that you need to get used to.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, it looks like an ear.
I thought it looked like a piece of a trachea.
That's what an ear looks like, Claire.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not gonna tell you.
I gave him like a fucking Jufro, dude. Look at this. Look at his stupid Jufro. Okay, I need to stop.
I mean, the best way that you can make it is so that people won't even realize it's Willem Dafoe until we start telling the Willem Dafoe story.
The Willem Dafoe story is like 2 hours in, dude.
I know, people won't realize what they're looking at until the very end.
So I shouldn't stick Willem Dafoe into the title?
Jesus.
Okay, fine then.
If you could transform into an animal like Animorphs, what animal would you pick?
Is it painful?
No.
So it's seamless.
Yeah. You You explode into atoms, turn into like bioluminescent plasma, and then transform
That
into the shape of
sounds
the ant.
painful.
No, you can't feel it. Your nerves all shut down for a minute.
That the act of your nerves shutting down sounds horrifyingly painful.
No, no, because the pain center of your brain is the first thing to atomize.
Okay, fine, whatever.
What would you pick?
Do
What
I
would you
gain all
transform?
the qualities of that animal?
What do you mean by that?
So, like, let's say if I turn into a fish,
Yeah,
do I need to breathe underwater, or can I do both? Like,
you
like a
have
monkfish,
you have the biology of the animal.
but I have 2 legs.
Well, no, unless you're like a weird fish with two fucking legs.
So this isn't like Animorphs, because in Animorphs they combine both human and...
No, they just turn into animals.
Are they?
Yeah.
I never read Animorphs, I don't know.
Well, you've seen the covers of them.
Those aren't real animals, Claire.
No, I'm saying in the cover, they start off as a human, and then there's like 3 or 4 parts of them where they look like fucking horrible potato monsters, and then the last one's a regular animal.
Okay, so basically you're asking I'm going to transform into any animal.
Yeah, like Animorphs.
So I'm not able to like combine, basically, is what you're saying. Okay, well then
I mean,
in that case, if I have to transform completely into an animal,
yeah,
I don't know, a lion would be really useful, or a bear.
a bear. What do you think would win a fight, a bear or a silverback gorilla?
A silverback gorilla.
You think?
The silverback gorilla weighs as much as a bear, but is way smarter.
But bears have like big. What if it was like a polar bear?
What's the type of bear matter, dude?
Because like a black bear is gonna get fucked up by a fucking gorilla. It's gonna rip its legs off and throw it at a wall, and it'll hit it like a sack of potatoes. But a polar bear.
Potatoes today, dude.
I don't know. It's a good. I don't think of a sack of potatoes hitting a wall, just like when it hits the ground. No, but like, so a brown bear or a black bear is a pussy. Like, it's not gonna win that fight no matter what. But a grizzly bear or a polar bear or the new Pizzly bear, like, that's a thing. Grizzly bears and polar bears have been mating and creating a thing that scientists are dubbing the Pizzly bear. Not a joke, but those are types of bears that'll just start eating you if they see you.
That's how
like
a bear's supposed to do.
Yeah, they won't even kill you. They'll just start eating. So there's the question of if like a grizzly bear or a polar bear got pissed off, and there was a silverback gorilla that was pissed off, and they got into a fight, do you think the gorilla would win?
Yeah, probably. I mean, cause like them just starting to eat without caring for dead doesn't make them ferocious. I wouldn't fight any bear. If you piss a bear off, a bear is a bear, dude.
What if it was like a gorilla versus 2 bears?
Maybe. That's less dubious.
I found a video that is a gorilla versus a silverback bear. I mean, a silverback gorilla versus a grizzly bear.
I kind of want to see it.
I don't think they actually fight in this, do they?
The gorilla absolutely will just scare off the bear, dude.
No, but I'm saying that, like, this bear is gonna go all in. Like, one of them is going to die.
Oh, in that case, I mean, it's probably an even fight.
Really?
I mean, well,
so you think
the bear
that,
has
like,
claws, so maybe not.
So you think it would, like, completely depend on the fight? Like, sometimes a bear would win, sometimes a gorilla would?
I mean, it kind of depends on the environment then at that point. Because bears are bad at going downhill, but gorillas are excellent at all terrain.
Okay, well, what if it was just like, completely flat terrain like Minecraft?
Then probably the bear, because bears are faster than gorillas if I remember correctly. This is a stupid conversation. This is a stupid conversation.
Okay, well, how about something a little smarter? 4 gorillas versus a hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus would win in the water. Bears would win on land.
Really?
Absolutely.
Hippos
Bears are bad swimmers. Hippopotamus
can
will
run at, like...
destroy you on... Have you seen a hippopotamus is 10 times faster in the water, dude?
Yeah, but they can still run like 60 miles an hour on land.
Yeah. Not saying they can't.
Look up how fast a hippo is. A hippo can... Oh, 19 miles per hour. That is not 60 miles an hour. That's like a cheetah speed.
Hippo going the speed of a cheetah.
You're just on the road driving by and you see it just like mew, just zips fucking by you.
Where's your turn signal, asshole?
You're just driving. How would you feel? Okay, you wake up. It's early in the morning. You're feeling a little bit groggy, but you gotta go to work because if you don't go today, you're gonna get fired. So you get up and you get in your car, and in this world, you got like a convertible. So you got the top down. You're driving along, wind in your hair. You feel kind of nice. It's waking you up a little bit, and then behind you, you hear it. You hear. Oh! You turn around, and there it is, running at you with this fucking 60 miles per hour as a hippopotamus. I'm giving Grayson a hypothetical. If he was going to work in a convertible and a hippopotamus was running 60 miles per hour behind him. What the fuck?
This is the weirdest podcast topic ever, dude. What is wrong with you?
So what would you do?
Stop the car.
You just let it fucking boom into the back of you?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with you, dude?
I'm gonna fucking throw up. Yeah. Do you like my hypotheticals?
So stupid.
It was bad enough this one came in the room to ask what the fuck was going on.
What's the stupid noise you make?
It was a good noise. It sounded exactly like an angry hippo running at you 60 miles per hour on the highway. If you could tame one wild animal, like any one wild animal, when I say tame, I don't mean you actually need to take the time to do it. I mean you get it, and it'll listen to anything you say. So you can have one tamed animal, like any animal at all. Which one would you pick?
Well, it depends. Like, do I still have to, like, work at my job?
I mean...
Like, how deep does this go?
Like, it becomes your pet. Like, when you say, do I still have to work at my job, are you basically saying, am I going to have time
Do
to
I have
care
to
for
take
this
care
animal?
of it?
No, this is like a magical animal. It doesn't need to eat or anything. So you could leave it home all day, and when you get home, it'll just be waiting for you.
But, like, I don't know. If I have to, like, live in a house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I have to, like, live on my own out in the wilderness, it's a different story. But if I'm living in my house, probably like a panther. Like something cool that I can, or like a cheetah, something cool that I can like teach to like play tricks or whatever. But if I have to like live out in the wilderness, probably a bear.
I'd go with like an eagle.
Oh, that would be cool too. That's a
Like
good idea.
some kind of really big bird. Cause like think of all the shit you could do. You could be like, bird friend, go and grab me the Coca-Cola out of the fridge. And it'd be like, and then it would go and get it.
I feel like you just do this because you want to do your stupid voices.
It's fun to make noises. Like, you've never just felt like doing a stupid animal noise?
Did I tell you what I was doing in the car earlier that I got really embarrassed about?
No.
I was singing, Damn, I Wish I Was Your Lover from Susan B. Calkins.
I don't think I know that one.
You don't know that song?
I don't think so. That's not the If You Wanna Be My Lover song, is it? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Let me play it to you. I'm totally gonna get like a copyright strike for playing this on.
Just skip to like the middle of it, and like play 10 seconds of it. And
I'm not gonna sing it. I refuse to sing it.
I'll make noise while you're doing it so that they can't pick it up. Like I'll bust a move alongside it. Do my own rap, okay? I can't hear this at all. Still can't hear it. Nope, I can't hear that shit.
Alright, we're done.
Was there supposed to be audio there?
You couldn't hear it. We're not sharing audio. We're just sharing the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna look up this song.
No, I sent it to you.
Oh. Well, you could have just told me to look it up.
No, I sent it to you already.
I know, but you could have just told me to fucking Google it.
You'll know it once you hear it.
Well, we'll find out as soon as it opens it. I mean, I might know it. I listen to music sometimes.
I need to make his eyebrows like a really, really weird color.
I don't think I know this song.
Yes, you do.
I don't think I do.
Yes, you do. It was a popular song back in the 90s.
No, I don't know this.
Wow.
I don't know this song at all, actually.
Wow.
That's surprising.
I'm upset. You never grew up with Susan B. Hawkins.
Susan B. Anthony.
Shut up.
I grew up with lots of Susan B. Anthony dollars. I really liked Susan B. Anthony coins. I thought that they were neat. I always thought that, like, fucking large amounts of money in coin form were really cool.
You like his eyebrows?
What are you doing with them?
I'm drawing his eyebrows, Claire.
Why are you doing it like
Willem
that?
Dafoe deserves to have eyebrows.
You know what would be a better way to do that? Just draw, like, fucking 10 lines parallel to each other, right next to each other, so that it's all bushy.
That won't
And-
look natural, Claire.
No,
I'm
listen.
going for the natural look.
I know, but listen. Then you fucking magic wand all that shit, you cut it, and then you paste it like 50 times in a line. Oh, or you know what? Are you, like, on the layer with all the pink right now?
What do you mean?
Are you on a new layer, or are you on the same layer?
No, I'm
Damn.
on a... What do you mean?
I was gonna say that you could just fucking, like, lasso all those black things you did for the eyebrows, and then, like, paste them 5 times and scatter them around a bit so it's thicker.
Maybe.
Okay, well, here's a question. You get a chance to use one weapon. Like, you're not gonna use it on anyone, you just get to use it, like, on whatever you want. So, like, nobody can get hurt, but, you get to go out into, like, a deserted town
I
in the
look
middle
like
of
I'm
nowhere.
drawing a ball sack.
A little bit. You get to go out to a, like, deserted town in the middle of nowhere, and you get to use a weapon on whatever, live things not included, you want. What weapon would you pick, and what would you use it on?
Probably a flamethrower. I'm imagining like a really like a dusty old like saloon.
It's
like
like
an old
a,
western town.
It's like a nuke town. Like, you know, the towns where they used to test nukes out on. I don't know if those actually existed, or if that's just like a fiction thing.
I don't know. Probably.
But like, you have one of those to use any weapon. It doesn't matter how big on. And like, just to make it more interesting, let's say that some of the weapons can be from fiction too. Like, what would you use there?
I mean, I'd like to test multiple, if I'm being honest.
Like, give me a...
Willem Dafoe's stupid ball sack eyebrows while I'm trying to think of weapons to use on a stupid nuke town.
Give me like top five weapons.
Plasma grenades from Halo.
Yeah.
The Spartan laser from Halo would be interesting.
That thing's cool. I feel like that would like dislocate your shoulder though.
Yeah, I'm not a Spartan. The incinerator from Fallout New Vegas.
I was gonna say that one too.
The one
that thing's
like
fucking
it shoots
cool.
like balls of explosive
Yeah,
fireballs.
you turn it on, it's like.
A junk jet would be really interesting because you could shoot whatever you want.
Yeah.
From Fallout. There's a couple of interesting weapons.
Fallout has some cool shit in it.
Now I'm trying to think. A minigun was always super good, dude.
Miniguns are pretty cool.
What color should I make his eyes? They're blue, but I don't want him to feel like a human being.
Give him like yellow snake eyes with like pointy pupils.
Your wish is my command. I am your artist, Claire.
Jesus Christ.
I thought snake eyes were green.
Gotta get with my
Are they not green?
I think different snakes have different colored eyes. I think it's like cats.
I'm gonna do a yellow vertical slit eye like a dinosaur. Are they vertical or are they horizontal? I think vertical, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is too easy, and that's the way it is. So tell me what you want, what you really want.
I'm trying to make. Is it like just a vertical slit, or
It's
is it like
like
a fattened slit, like a diamond?
it's like a diamond,
Okay.
but rounded. There's a name for that, an ellipsis.
Rhombus.
Rhombus. This is not a rhombus. It's an ellipses.
I don't know. That looks pretty good.
That does. That's perfect, I think, actually.
Control D. Oh, look at that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is gonna be amazing.
But I feel like at some point in the future, I'm gonna start like streaming or something, and I'm gonna get decently popular, and people are gonna like me, and then they're gonna find these videos. I was like thinking of it, cause like I use Tumblr a lot, and the things that people like on Tumblr is a lot different than the things people like on basically any other website, because it's a very I don't know, it's a very particular type of humor that they like, aside from the like shitty memes and stuff. And so, what a lot of people will say when they're talking about a content creator they like is how pure that person is. Like, basically just saying how much of a good person they are. And I feel like with some of the shit that I've said on this podcast while just fucking basically brain vomiting, not thinking about it, I've said some pretty stupid, accidentally vile shit.
Well, you were telling me that you were like, you should probably preface the fact that you're not a racist.
Exactly. Like I was listening to a few of them. You end the podcast with me saying the phrase "brown people," which sounds good,
You
but
said it again.
the words don't sound good. Like the music sounds fine, but the words themselves are the issue. And then I was clicking on the Space Station 13 one because I wanted to show it to a friend. I skipped to a random part in the video, and I'm just like, "Oh, gross! It made me black." And you're like, "Is that a problem?" And like looking back at it, I'm like so embarrassed for myself because it's just like, guys, I swear I'm not racist. I'm just a fucking idiot. Like I just say shit without thinking about it sometimes. I don't know. I hope that there's never a point in the future where we actually need to like come out and say we don't we don't discourage anyone. We feel that you can do whatever you want with your life, and that's cool as long as you're not bugging others. I feel like it's kind of a bummer that a lot of people have to say stuff like that.
I will never say that.
I mean, yeah, like I know you, so I know that you're not like a bad dude. Like you don't think that anyone is like better than anyone
I don't know.
or
I
whatever.
just never saw race because I grew up in southern Houston.
Yeah.
And so it was never an issue for me to like, oh, I should obviously not say. So when I inadvertently say racist things, it's totally by accident. I swear to God, I'm not doing it on purpose.
I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like more important than what you say is how you react to how you react to people commenting on it. Like, if I was to make a joke, and without knowing, it turns out that that joke was racist, and then someone comes out and they say, "Hey, what you said is not okay," then I think more important than what I said is how I react to that. I think that like that's a problem with a lot of people online is that they'll say shit that's like offensive or whatever, and when people say what you said offended me, instead of saying sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, they'll be like, where the fuck do you get off getting offended? It was just a joke, bro. Maybe you should learn to take a joke.
Well, no. In my opinion, who decides what's offensive or not? Okay, I offended one person. Whatever. I've plenty of other people probably found it funny. I don't care.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that like if one person says they have a problem with what you said, and you're not like, I don't know, it's not something where it's important to you to stick to your guns on the topic, then I feel like it shows a lot more tact and a lot more just empathy towards others to be like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
absolutely.
dude, I didn't.
If I really like absolutely messed up and like absolutely said like I say like the N word and it's not funny and I wasn't making a joke out of it, like I absolutely will apologize.
I
'Cause
don't.
that's
I don't
not
think.
cool.
I don't think either of us would ever make like a public apology, but I think that's more because neither of us would ever say anything requiring
This
that.
looks awful, and I
That is
love it.
disgusting. It's
It looks
great.
awful, and I love it.
Remember it had like all of his gross wrinkles
They're
afterwards. His
go. Oh
forehead.
yeah, I'm doing that last. I'm gonna remove all the paint. And I'm gonna draw the wrinkles on. This
Yeah.
is gonna look. They're gonna be people are gonna be staring at this constantly throughout the
Well,
entire podcast. It's gonna be on for like 2.5 hours.
yeah, but like I don't know. I feel like neither of us would ever make a public apology just because neither of us would ever say anything that bad. Like I don't think we'd ever say something that would unanimously be agreed as like being fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just not my style, you know.
Yeah.
If I
If
said something that wasn't funny and people were like that wasn't funny, you should absolutely apologize. Totally fine. But if at
yeah.
least one I mean, you kind of hit a point where it's like I'm not gonna apologize to everything I say
Well, yeah.
because
But
it's not your place to tell me that I can't say it.
I'm just saying, like, if there were 5 comments on a video and one of them was, "Hey, that thing you said here, like, I was, kind of offended me. I wasn't totally cool with it." I would totally be like, "I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to, mess with you. I was just trying to make a joke." I feel like at a certain point, it's really hard to be tactful with stuff like that when you have enough fans, though, because you're either going to be viewed as that person who apologizes for everything they do when not everyone likes it, or you're gonna be that person who is an asshole because they never apologize when they do offensive shit. It's like there's a delicate balance to be found with it, and it's really difficult. Because, like, when I say shit like, "Oh god, it made me black," then you don't have any problem with that. My other friends don't have any problem with that because you know very well that I'm absolutely not racist. But
Not
oh,
everybody knows you personally.
exactly, a random stranger online isn't gonna know that, like, I, that I'm cool about that shit.
I don't know.
It's,
If a fifth of the comments on a video, like you said earlier, that if there was 5, this looks really bad.
that's gross looking, and I really like it. You should make like that would be such a pain in the ass. But if you made his entire skin tone like that shit that you did under the eye, it would be disgusting looking.
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing to like wrinkles and around wrinkles and stuff, but I'm gonna do like a slightly like pinker red than
Yeah.
than this white. Well, you said earlier that if there were 5 comments on a video, which by the way, 5 comments on a single video for me is a lot.
Yeah.
But if one of them said that, like if I got 5 comments on a video and one of them said it, I'd probably apologize to like just them.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
But like I don't think he meant it as a percentage. If 20% of all the comments I got in a video and I had like 300,000 comments, if 20% of them said that's not okay, I would absolutely make a video saying that I apologize.
Well, yeah.
That's a lot of comments.
Yeah.
That is
Just like-
that is an excessive amount of people. You know what I mean?
I
Like that
think
would be
that,
worrying.
I think that a big problem is that I think that you're a pretty reasonable dude. I think that you're a super reasonable dude. But sometimes you say things that you don't fully explain your thought, and because you don't fully explain your
Bisexuals
thought,
aren't real people.
like it's like the other day we were talking about like trans stuff, and you're like, I don't think the transgender people should be in bathrooms. And I was like, dude, what? And you were like, yeah, I think gendered bathrooms are bullshit in general. And it's like, you went from 0 to 10, and then back down to 0 when you explained yourself. And that's how a lot of shit goes for you. It's like, you told me when the election was happening, like, oh yeah, I'm voting for Trump. And I was like, dude, what? And you explained, like, I think he's an idiot, but I think Hillary is, like, could do more damage. Like, it's so bizarre how you're such a reasonable person, but when you don't fully explain why you think the way you do, and you just, like, say a phrase to explain it, it sounds like the most horrendous shit in the world. It looks like Grayson is still gone. So in the meantime, how about I caress your earlobes with some sweet serenades? You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about making some of that some of that 1-2 punch, a little bit of that sick dank musicola. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of that those melody munchies. I call that one seizure in A minor. And I call this one balls. Oh shit. Okay, guys, it was fun. Now that Claire's music minute is over, Grayson's back, so we gotta pretend like it never happened, okay?
Alright, I'm back. What were you talking about?
Oh, what? Nothing.
You do realize I'm recording this, right?
Like, I like people. I like lots of body shapes. Oh my god, that is too red.
No, it's not. It's not red enough.
Are you making him a fucking clown?
No, I'm giving him red lipstick. Obviously. Don't be
Oh,
ridiculous,
fuck.
Claire.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not making him a clown, I'm just making him a cross-dresser.
Obviously.
No, but like it.